Okay, today we're going to do Module 7, Lesson 19, and our objective is I can measure to compare the differences in lengths using inches, feet, and yards. So today we're going to measure and then compare. Remember, when we compare lengths, the easiest way to find it is using subtraction. So first though, let's take a look. We're going to measure line A and line B using inches. So I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to line it up where the 0 is on my ruler. I'm going to look, and I'm going to look which number is closest to the end of the line. So the line is closest to 4 here. So that means line A is 4 inches long. So I'm going to write 4 inches on line A. Now I'm going to measure line B. So again, I'm going to take my ruler, lining it up carefully where the 0 is, and look what number the end of the line is closest to. It's closest to 3, so that means line B equals 3 inches. So I'm going to write 3 inches for line B. Now, let's take a look. Which one is longer? Well, we can clearly see that line A is longer than line B. But by how much longer? Well, let's think about it in two ways. One way to find the difference between two lines is to subtract. This is the part we are trying to figure out. How much longer is this line than this line? To find it, I could subtract 4 minus 3. And 4 minus 3 would be 1. So I know that line A is 1 inch longer than line B. Another way I could figure this out is by thinking in my head. What can I add to 3 to make 4? Well, I know that 3 plus 1 equals 4, so it's 1 inch longer. Both ways can be used to solve these problems. Let's take a look at another one. So, now we're going to measure line A and line B. My question is which one is shorter and by how much? So, carefully I'm going to measure the first line, lining it up to the end of my ruler where it's 0, and then seeing which number the end is closest to. So here the end of the line is closer to 2 than 3. So line A is 2 inches long. So I'm going to write 2 inches. Now I'm going to measure line B. So moving my ruler, I carefully line it up where the 0 would be. Go to the end and find which number it's closest to. Here, the end is clearly closer to 5, so line B is 5 inches. So I'm going to write 5 inches. Now, again, let's think about. This time, I want to know how much shorter line A is than line B. So I'm looking for this part right here. Again, I can think of it in two ways. One, I can simply subtract my longer line from my smaller line to see how much bigger it is, or in this case, how much shorter line A is. So first, let me do that. So I'm going to take 5 minus 2, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So I know line A is 3 inches shorter than line B. I could have also thought of it using addition, so I could have thought to myself, how much can I add to line A to get line B, which is 5 inches? So if I think about it this way, again, I can think 2 plus what gives me 5, and the answer again is 3. So, no matter how you solve it, you can find out that line A is 3 inches shorter than line B. Let's try one more together. So here again, we're looking for which one is longer and by how much. Here's my line A. So first I'm going to measure my line B, A, lining up my ruler to where the 0 is at the edge of the front, and then looking at the number that's closest to the end, and in this case it's 5. So line A is 5 inches. Now I'm going to measure line B, carefully lining my ruler up, and then looking to see which one it's closest to. Well, it's still closest to the 1, so line B is going to be 1 inch. And now I need to think and figure out how much longer is line A. Well, again, I have my 2 ways to think of it. So I can either subtract line A from line B to figure out how much longer it is, or I could think to myself, how much more can I add to line B to get the same length as line A? So either way, if I do 5 minus 1, I get 4 inches. Or if I think of it like this, 1 plus 4 will give me 5 inches. So in either case, line A is 4 inches longer than line B. So you're going to try this one on your own. The lines have already been measured for you. So A equals 2 inches, line B equals 4 inches. I want to know how much longer line B is than line A. So you're going to copy and complete the sentence below in your notebook. So you're going to figure it out how much longer line B is than A. Then you're going to write line B is blank inches longer than line A. When you're done with this problem, you're done with today's lesson.